Checking the fact. So let's check the fact.
Experience. I caught the gun charge that triggered the felony that it allowed them to be able to sentence me the way that they did in 1994. I also caught another case. At that time, I was what you call giving out consignment on drugs. 2 people in particular I gave consignment to, and I ended up getting arrested for a case. And when I sent someone to go pick up the money from them, they kind of just was like, you know, whatever, I'm not paying them. So when I came home, one guy in particular, I ran into him with his girlfriend.
Did you get that case got dismissed, right?
The gun charge?
No, the one that you were away for. You got arrested for something. You're in jail.
Yes.
These guys figure since you're in jail, fuck it, we're not going to pay him.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay him.
And then the case that you were arrested for got dismissed.
Got dismissed.
Right,
I got
so
acquitted.
So then you come home.
So then I come home and, you know, I need my money. I need my money. I'm just me being honest. It's just me being straight. You know, I gave you something, and we had an understanding that you were going to pay me. And when I came home, when I finally located this particular individual, he had his girlfriend with him. And this guy owed me $5,000.
Justice advocate who spent time in prison before turning his life around, now facing murder charges after body parts were discovered inside 2 apartments.
Fox 5's Linda Schmidt is live in the hybrid section of the Bronx with more on what we're learning about this suspect. Linda.
That's right, and we are learning a lot here tonight. First of all, he claimed that he had turned his life around after spending most of his adult life in prison. In fact, last year, he started working for the Queens Public Defender's Office. Well, now he is accused of killing a man and then dismembering his body. 48-year-old Sheldon Johnson of Harlem is charged with murder and concealment of a human corpse. This is Johnson recently on Joe Rogan's podcast, talking about how he had turned his life around after a life of crime. He was working with troubled youth with the Queens Public Defender's Office. The shirt he is wearing says Queens Defenders.
I got into school. I got my GED. From there, I got involved in correspondence courses. I started interacting with guys who were teaching ART, aggression replacement training, and I started to begin to understand how these concepts work, what positive visualization is, deep breathing, how to remove yourself, conflict resolution.
Well, police say Johnson's life of crime apparently was not over. He is accused of shooting 44-year-old Colin Small in the head in Small's 6th-floor apartment on Summit Avenue and then dismembering his body. Detectives combing over potential evidence again today. Inside the apartment in the High Bridge section of the Bronx, a law enforcement source says they found a man's torso and 2 feet in a plastic storage bin. Investigators also found the victim's head, legs, and 1 arm in Johnson's freezer in his apartment building in Harlem. The superintendent of the victim's apartment building saying a neighbor heard gunshots, and surveillance video tells the story.
The tenant of the apartment, he came in, he never came out. So I called police because it's suspicious.
The super providing me with these surveillance pictures inside the building that allegedly show Johnson carrying bags in and out of the apartment building the day of the murder and changing his clothes several times, as well as wearing disguises. And also tonight, a law enforcement source telling me the 2 men, the suspect and the victim, they knew each other from prison. I also reached out to the Queens Public Defender's Office since that's where Mr. Johnson had been working, but they had no comment. Back inside to you.